Hi everyone, if you've got student loans, you're going to want to take a minute and listen to this because I want to talk about some of the news that's been going around, specifically talks that the Trump administration and the Department of Education are going to be getting rid of student loan forgiveness programs. What I want you to understand is anything that happens in the student loan marketplace along those lines is going to happen from that point going forward, not retroactively. So if you've already got student loans, you're in the repayment phase and you're trying to pay them off, and your goal is to receive forgiveness, whether it's public service loan forgiveness or whether it's long-term forgiveness of 20 or 25 years, you don't have to worry about any law changes affecting you. Specifically, the other thing is you don't have to worry that the president's going to make those law changes, because he can't. It's actually going to come from an act of Congress. The reason we have loan forgiveness and the reason we have the income-driven payment options is because over the last 10, 12 years or so, Congress has enacted multiple laws through passing of bills, through the general process of Congress creates a bill, Congress approves a bill, the president signs off a bill, and it goes into law. That is the way income-driven repayment options, that is the way student loan forgiveness has come to be what it is today. So even if the president, through his budget proposal, is looking to cut $400 million in student loan forgiveness, even if the Department of Education says we want to limit, we want to decrease, or we want to quit offering student loan forgiveness, two things you having student loans need to know. The first one is your loans won't be affected. You have a binding contract. So what I said already, you've got a binding contract with the U.S. government. They cannot break that contract with you. The second thing you got to understand is it won't come because the president decides to. It's going to come because Congress. But I want to give you this bonus tip also, and the other thing you need to realize in regards to when we talk about this is it's more than just passing a bill, and it's more than just the government deciding to make a change to loans going forward. It's the government deciding they're going to actually take away an entitlement program. So entitlement programs are when the governments give us something out of, whether it's need-based or whatever. Think things like welfare, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, these kind of things. They generally don't go away. It's very rare that entitlement programs go away. And student loan forgiveness and the income-driven repayment options are a form of an entitlement program. It's something that the government is giving to you. If the government decides to take away student loan forgiveness, there are two generations that are going to be hurt the most. It's going to be Generation X and Generation Y, so Gen X and Millennials. An interesting statistic is happening in that boomers are the largest generation, but if you take Millennials and Gen X and put them together, there's more voters in those age ranges than there are in the baby boomers age range. If you take away student loan forgiveness, you hurt the Gen X voters, you hurt the Gen Y voters. Who's going to turn around and vote the next time? So if you're a congressman or if you're a senator and that bill is in front of you to remove these benefits from loans that are already in force or from loans that are going into force in the future, and the media spins it in fear, causes fear in the hearts of Gen X and Gen Y, who's going to come out and vote? And who's going to lose their job? The people who voted for it. So there's a really interesting political aspect of it also. So if you're worried today that you're going to lose your student loan forgiveness, I want you to realize you're not. It's still there. It's not going to change. Keep watching the news because you never know what happens, but the likelihood of student loan forgiveness going away is very, very small. Have yourself a wonderful day. Happy Monday morning. I'll talk to you guys later.